Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode we completed XIII Mission 55 and got the growth egg. Alright, so that was a very tough battle, but it's well worth it because as you can see we now have the growth egg and it increases CP earned after battle by a factor of 2. If you look over at the passive abilities in the middle, it says CP times 2. Meaning that from now on, we're getting double CP after each battle. So it's like double experience in the previous Final Fantasies. Alright, so that's what I'm talking about. We now got that. Now, XIII Mission 55 is no joke. Even at Crystarium Stage 10, if it's not maxed out, you're going to have a hard time taking them down. So I used the easy method and used Vanille's Death Spell. So if you have any questions on how to get the growth egg or a strategy to use to get the growth egg, you can check back on the last episode and that's covered in detail. Alright, so after getting the growth egg, our next step is going to be to head back to Eden so that we can farm the Adamantoise over in Leviathan Plaza. So we can get some CP, because now with the growth egg, each Adamantoise is going to give us 80,000 CP. So we should be able to max out our Crystarium really fastly. And yeah, if you're wondering why not stay on Grand Pulse and farm the Adamantoise here, well, it's very simple. If you go back to Eden, it'll be a lot quicker, because what you can do is you can kill the Adamantoise, get your 80,000 CP, save the game at the nearby save point, quit the game, and then reload it, and the Adamantoise is back. So it's really fast, like every 30 seconds he's respawning. And it's a whole lot faster than staying on the Archlight Steep. Now, the thing is we're not quite strong enough to kill the Adamantoise regularly yet. So we're going to have to resort to Vanille's Death Spell again. So I'll show you guys, as soon as we get there, I'll show you guys the setup you should use. And I'll show you guys the paradigms and the strategy. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump back on our Chocobo and leave this area. We need to get to the nearest teleport zone. So that'll be at the entrance of the Archlight Steep. So let's go ahead and head left. Oh, we got a Moogle puppet. We can sell that for some gil also. Alright, so back at the entrance of the steep, go ahead and head over to the teleport waystone and jump off your Chocobo. Now, if you don't have any teleport waystones, then you're going to have to travel on foot everywhere on Grand Pulse, which is why I highly recommended to complete XIII missions 1 through 34 before we left to Eden on Grand Pulse back on the main storyline. Completing XIII's missions 1 through 34 will unlock all the areas you can teleport on Grand Pulse, allowing travel to be a lot quicker. Alright, so once you're here, let's go ahead and head to the Valus Media at the base camp, because that's where the warp gate to Orphan's Cradle is. Alright, once you're at Valus Media at the base camp, go ahead and turn around and you'll find the warp gate to Orphan's Cradle. Let's go ahead and warp there now. Alright, once you're back at Orphan's Cradle, go ahead and run forward, and we're going to head over to the Eden warp gate, which is directly across from Grand Pulse. So you examine this warp gate and you'll be taken to Eden Hall. Alright, back at Eden Hall, go ahead and turn around and enter the doorway. This will take you to where we were farming the sacrifices earlier in the game. So if you're just looking for guild, this is the spot to get it. Killing the sacrifices will drop perfumes and scarletite crystals. Alright, so let's go ahead and backtrack to the Leviathan Plaza, which is where the Adamantoise waits. So at the fork, turn right. And we gotta take out this Juggernog.
You're gonna swerve! Take down the enemy.
Alright, after taking out the Juggernog, turn left and head down the Elegant Hall. Alright, and then open up the door at the other end to be taken to Leviathan Plaza. Alright, so back at Leviathan Plaza, let's go ahead and head over to the Adamantoise. You can see the big guy right in front of us. Alright, so now let's quickly talk preparations. Let's go ahead and set up the paradigms. First of all, if you're using Vanille's death spell, you're going to need to make her the battle leader. And for the paradigms, make sure you have infiltration, which is Saboteur, Saboteur, Saboteur. And then you want to make a different paradigm with Saboteur, Synergist, Synergist. Make sure you have at least 3 technical points so that you can summon with Vanille. You need at least 3 technical points to summon each battle. Finally, let's talk about equipment. For Vanille, I have the Nirvana Ultimate Weapon fully upgraded, 2 Weirding Glyph, which increases magic by 250, a Collector Catalog. Now this is what you're going to want to have equipped so that you can get Platinum Ingots after each battle. Platinum Ingots can be sold for 150,000. If you already have your Gil and your set for Gil on the game, then I would suggest to equip the Connoisseur Catalog, because this increases the odds of obtaining rare items after a battle. So the rare item dropped by the Adamantoise is a Trapsahydron. So if you don't have any Trapsahydrons, then definitely equip the Connoisseur Catalog, because that'll increase the drops by the Adamantoise for Trapsahydrons. And if you don't know how to get the Connoisseur Catalog, you can check back on the last couple episodes. I can cover how to get the Connoisseur Catalog in detail. Pretty much you just need to upgrade the Collector's Catalog and transform it. And finally, you should have sprint shoes for auto haste, so you can get things moving and start casting that death fast at the start of battle. For lightning, we have the Omega Weapon fully upgraded, Adamant Bangle, which increases max HP by 1500, the Growth Egg for double CP, that way we can get double the amount of CP. So instead of getting 40,000 CP for killing the Adamantoise, with the Growth Egg we now get 80,000 Crystagen points. So we're going to be able to max out our Crystarium super fast with the Growth Egg. The Imperial Armlet increases both physical and magical resistance by 20%. And finally, Sprint Shoes, so she can have auto haste. Fang has the Kane's Lance Ultimate Weapon, 2 Power Gloves, which increases strength by 250. A Royal Armlet increases both physical and magical resistance by 15%. And Sprint Shoes for auto haste. Alright, once you're fully prepared, go ahead and start up the battle. Alright, so immediately at the start of battle, summon Heka. Vanille summon.
Hecaton kill!
You can press select to make it go by faster. Once you summon Heka, cast Deprotect and D-Shell on the Adamantoise. Once you have Deprotect and D-Shell, constantly keep casting Death back to back.
This is for everyone! This is for everyone! This is for everyone!
Also, it might help to make death succeed if you have the Imperial ability. So go ahead and cast Imperil. Alright, so once you have D-Protect, D-Shell, and Imperil on the Adamantoise, constantly spam death. So if you want to increase your chances of death hitting, then I would suggest to upgrade the Marlboro Wand for Vanille. The Marlboro Wand upgraded gives you the improved debuffing passive ability. This will help you increase the chances of death actually killing the Adamantoise. So if you're wondering, the Marlboro Wand can be upgraded from the Belladonna Wand. So the Belladonna Wand is the starting weapon for Vanille. Fully upgrade the Belladonna Wand and then transform it into the Marlboro Wand. And then fully upgrade the Marlboro Wand and transform it into the Nirvana for maximum effect. For details on how to upgrade those weapons fast and effectively, you can check back on the last episode. I covered that in detail. Alright, so back to the battle. The Adamantoise has 5,343,000 HP. His common drop is a platinum ingot, which we can sell for 150,000 gil. And his rare drop is a Trapsahydron, the rarest upgrade crystal in the game and the most expensive item in the game. It costs 2 million gil in the store, but you can get it for free as a rare drop off the Trapsahydron. This is where the Connoisseur catalog and the Collector's catalog come into play. If you're looking for platinum ingots to get rich quick, equip the Collector's catalog. If you're just looking for Trapsahydrons because you don't have any, equip the Connoisseur catalog. Once you get at least one Trapsahydron, as long as you have 1,700,000 gil, you can turn one Trapsahydron into 3. So for more information on how to duplicate the Trapsahydrons with gil, check back on the last couple episodes. I cover that in detail. And for anything else, check back in the previous episodes of this walkthrough. Everything's covered in detail if you want to know anything. Alright, so once you have D-Protect, D-Shell, and Imperil on Adamantoise, constantly spam death, and eventually it might hit him and kill him.
This is for everyone.
Alright, once Heka goes away, you'll still have a good amount of time before Adamantoise gets up. So as soon as your party comes out, cast Death. And then as soon, your haste has wore off by now. So as soon as you're casting Death, quickly switch your Paradigm to the Synergist rolls.
This is for everyone.
So quickly switch to Superiority as Death is being casted. And wait for Fang to cast Haste on everyone. Now if Fang doesn't know the Haste ability underneath the Synergist roll, I highly suggest to progress her far enough so that she does. That way she can cast Haste. If not, use Saz and Saz will cast Haste. Once everyone has Haste, go ahead and switch back to Infiltration, which is 3 Sabotars. That way your other party members can cast status ailments on the Adamantoise while Vanille keeps casting Death. The more status ailments Adamantoise has, the higher the chances are that Death will kill him.
This is for everyone. This is for everyone. Let him have it. This is for everyone. Thanks. This is for everyone.
Then switch back to Infiltration once everyone's buffed up with Haste. And keep casting Death constantly.
No one's getting hurt this time.
And there he goes, he's wiped out. See, I actually killed him with Death on the first try because I have the Marlboro Wand fully upgraded into the Nirvana, which is her ultimate weapon. Also, I have high magic. People say that the higher your magic is, the more likely you are to kill him. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's why I have the weirding glyphs equipped, and I have the Marlboro wand. I know that the Marlboro wand significantly increases the chances of death killing him. Also, if you cast Deprotect, D-Shell, and Imperil at the start of the battle, that increases the chances. Once Heka is dismissed and your party comes back out, immediately switch to Superiority so that Fang or Saz can cast Haste on everyone. Once Haste is back on everybody, switch back to Infiltration, which is 3 Saboteur rolls, because the more status ailments you inflict onto Adamantoise, the higher your chances are that that death is gonna kill him. Alright, so as you can see, we 5-star the battle, and also we got 80,000 Christian points. Now, normally the Adamantoise will only give 40,000 Christian points, but since we have the growth egg, it gives us double, which is 80,000. Now, this is the best spot to grind for CP in the game. So if you're trying to max out your stage 10 Crystarium, this is the best place to do it. Alright, so after you get your 80,000 CP, now you'll see that you only have 2 technical points. And you need 3 technical points to summon Heka. So before you can start the next battle, you have to kill the enemies in the area so that you can get technical points. Now, if you're getting low battle ratings and you're not getting that much technical points, then I would highly suggest to equip the Champions Badge. This Champions Badge will cause TP to recharge slightly even after obtaining a low battle rating. So if you're having a hard time getting a high battle rating so that your TP can recharge, equip the Champions Badge and it'll recharge really quickly. But if you can get 5 stars, no problem, then you don't have to worry about it. Again, so after you take out the Adamantoise, you need at least 3 technical points to summon Heka at the start of the next battle. So after you take them out, you have to kill the enemies in the area so that you get over 3 technical points. You need to have over 3 TP. So quickly run over to these soldiers over here and take these guys out. After you take them out, turn to the right and take out the enemies on the other side. Alright, now after you take out them guys, you need to run back into the building across the glass again, because you need to fight one more battle in order to get 3 CP points. So go ahead and wait for the behemoths. You don't want to fight those Humbaba behemoths because they don't give good CP. Instead, fight the soldiers behind them.
Go easy on you.
Alright, so after you take out the group of soldiers behind the Humbaba behemoths inside the building, you should have enough CP. You should have over 3 TP. So having over 3 TP will allow you to summon on the next Adamantoise battle. That's all you need to do. Meanwhile, after the battles with the soldiers, you may get incentive chips and credit chips. You can sell these at the save point. The incentive chips are worth 2,500 gil apiece, and the credit chips are worth 500 gil apiece. So that's just a little bit extra gil you'll be getting along the way. Once you have over 3 TP, head back to where the Adamantoise was. And just on the other side of where you fought him will be a save point. So go ahead and save your game. Once you're done saving your game, press start and then select and quit out to the main menu. And then load up your game. Now when you load up your game, you'll be back in Eden and the Adamantoise will be respawned, and you just repeat the strategy again. Now, sometimes you won't be able to kill the Adamantoise in one battle. If this happens and the Adamantoise ends up standing up before death hits him, press start and then select and retry the battle, because he'll quickly take you out. So just if he stands up before death can kill him, press start and press select and retry the battle. Now, once you get strong enough so that you don't have to use summon to kill this guy and you can kill him with regular attacks, this strategy is going to go by even faster, because you don't have to kill the soldiers after the battle for TP. Because after each battle, each time you use your summon, you have to fight the soldiers after the battle in order to get 3 TP. So once you get strong enough to actually kill the Adamantoise without summon, you don't have to fight them soldiers. All you have to do is fight the Adamantoise, take them out, save at the save point, quit the game, reload the game, take them out, save at the save point, and you're getting 80,000 CP for that. So it gets really fast. So I'll quickly show you one more time the strategy. Start the battle off summoning Heka.
You're gonna squirm!
You can press select to make it go by faster, that way you don't have to watch. Then cast De-Protect, De-Shell, and Imperil. Once you have De-Protect, De-Shell, and Imperil, start spamming death.
Gotta put an end to this! 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 Gotta put an end to
Alright,
this!
once Heka's gone,
No time to panic!
prepared items to superiority.
Gotta put an end to this!
Once haste is back on everyone,
Gotta put an end to this! No choice, I guess!
switch back to infiltration once haste is on everybody, and continue casting death.
No one's getting hurt this time!
If you manage to stagger the Adamantoise, that will increase the chances of death inflicting also. So that's why it's important to switch back to infiltration, which is 3 saboteurs, because you can stagger the Adamantoise. When the Adamantoise is staggered, that increases the chances of death killing them.
No one's getting hurt this time!
If the Adamantoise stands up before you can kill him, press start and retry the battle. Now you might spend several battles trying to kill him because sometimes you have bad luck with death. Again, increasing your chances with death can be used by Vanille's Marlboro wand.
squirm!
No one's getting hurt this time.
You're gonna squirm!
No one's getting hurt this time.
You're gonna...
And again, it might take several times. That's the frustrating part about using death. Sometimes it doesn't happen every battle, and sometimes you'll spend 5, 6, 7 battles without killing them. You have to keep retrying. But then sometimes you'll kill them immediately, the first spell with death. In that case, it really goes by fast. But if this happens, you'll be sitting here forever. It's still faster than farming regular enemies because you get 80,000 CP.
This is for everyone. This is for everyone.
And there he goes. Again, for beating him, you get 80,000 CP. And you might get a platinum ingot or a Trapsahydron. Again, to increase your platinum ingot drops that can be sold for 150,000 gil, equip a collector's catalog. To increase the chances of getting a Trapsahydron, you can equip a connoisseur catalog. And remember, after you fight each battle, make sure you fight all the soldiers over there so that you can get 3 TP. That way you can immediately summon at the next battle. And once you get strong enough and max out your Crystarium at stage 10 using this method, then you can actually kill him without using a summon or without death. So it goes by a lot quicker, and you don't have to spend the time after the battle fighting the soldiers to get your TP back. So I'm going to continue killing this guy for 80,000 CP and platinum ingots. And then once I have maxed out my Crystarium at stage 10, I'll be back and I'll show you guys how to kill him without using death or without summons. So for now, just keep fighting, getting 80,000 CP. Once you get the maximum amount of CP at 99,999, go ahead and spend it all. Max out your character's primary rolls first, and then max out their secondary rolls last. Max everything out, everything you can possibly get on the Crystarium. Make sure you get it all, and then I'll show you guys the way to kill this guy without using a summon. That way you can continue farming him for platinum ingots, which can be sold for 150,000 gil. That way you can really rack in gil, and then we can upgrade our accessories and get the best accessories in the game and the best weapons in the game if you haven't already. And for more information on upgrading accessories and weapons, check back in the last couple walkthroughs, last couple episodes of this walkthrough. I cover it all in detail. And yeah, that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can and to the best of my knowledge. And I'll see you guys next time, where we start killing this guy without the death spell. See you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII.